Star Trek, The Next Generation, left an indelible mark on science fiction history, bringing to life unforgettable characters and stories that still resonate decades later. But behind the iconic uniforms and interstellar adventures are the real-life actors who gave these roles heart and soul. In this tribute, we remember 27 remarkable cast members from TNG who have sadly passed away, celebrating their characters, their contributions, and the legacies they leave behind. Leonard Nimoy portrayed Spock in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 60 years old. Spock, now a Vulcan ambassador, appears in the two-part episode Unification, where he works secretly on Romulus to promote peace and reunification between Vulcans and Romulans. Wise, calm, and deeply philosophical, Spock remains committed to logic and diplomacy. In real life, Leonard Nimoy was beloved for his role as Spock since the 1960s and had a rich career in acting, directing, and writing. He passed away on February 27, 2015, at the age of 83 from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD.
Of the Federation. You may assure your superiors, Captain, that I am here on a personal mission of peace, and I will advise Starfleet when it is appropriate. That is not satisfactory.
Andreas Katsulus portrayed Commander Tomalak in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1989, when he was 43 years old. Tomalak is a cunning and assertive Romulan officer who often challenges Captain Picard in tense diplomatic encounters. His character embodies the strategic and secretive nature of the Romulan Empire. In real life, Andreas Katsulus was known for his strong screen presence, notably also starring in Babylon 5. He passed away on February 13, 2006, at the age of 59 from lung cancer.
I thought your patience was infinite.
Since space and time are curved, the infinite sooner or later bends back upon itself and ends up where it began, and so have.
Patty Yasutake portrayed Nurse Alyssa Ogawa in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1990, when she was 37 years old. Ogawa is a skilled and compassionate nurse serving under Dr. Beverly Crusher in the USS Enterprise's sickbay. A steady presence through the series, she represents professionalism and empathy within Starfleet medical ranks. In real life, Patty Yasutake was best known for this role and appeared in various films and television shows. She passed away on August 5, 2024, at the age of 70 due to complications from cancer.
Doctor, hurry. Weakening.
Losing him.
Getting massive cylindrical physical failure.
2 cc still activating.
Barbara March portrayed Lursa in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1991, when she was 35 years old. Lursa, alongside her sister Beator, is a member of the scheming Duras family, known for their ambition and defiance of Klingon High Council authority. Ruthless and manipulative, Lursa plays a key role in various Klingon political conflicts. In real life, Barbara March was known for her theatrical background and her memorable villainous role in Star Trek. She passed away on August 11, 2019, at the age of 65, after a battle with cancer.
Perhaps he needs
to be, but he's still unsure of himself.
Perhaps he needs something to help restore his confidence.
I think
Tony Todd portrayed Kurn in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1990, when he was 36 years old. Kurn is a proud and fierce Klingon warrior, the younger brother of Worf, who temporarily serves aboard the Enterprise. Honorable and loyal, Kurn embodies traditional Klingon values and plays a key role in Worf's personal and political journey. In real life, Tony Todd was widely recognized for his powerful voice and commanding presence, with roles in films like Candyman and The Rock. He passed away on November 6, 2024, at the age of 69 due to complications from a stroke.
May I take my station, sir?
I thought I might show you to your quarters first.
I am ready for duty, sir. I ask that I be allowed to...
Majel Barrett voiced the Enterprise computer in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 1987, when she was 55 years old. As the calm and consistent voice of the ship's computer, she became an iconic part of the Star Trek experience, guiding crew members with precise and emotionless clarity. In real life, Majel Barrett was also known for playing Nurse Chapel in the original series and was the wife of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry. She passed away on December 18, 2008, at the age of 76 due to leukemia.
Riker is currently in holodeck 3.
Holodeck? Where is that?
Follow the comm panel lights. They will lead you there.
Leonard Nimoy portrayed Spock in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 60 years old. Spock, now a Vulcan ambassador, appears in the two-part episode Unification, where he works secretly on Romulus to promote peace and reunification between Vulcans and Romulans. Wise, calm, and deeply philosophical, Spock remains committed to logic and diplomacy. In real life, Leonard Nimoy was beloved for his role as Spock since the 1960s and had a rich career in acting, directing, and writing. He passed away on February 27, 2015, at the age of 83 from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD.
Escape with a single flower, Captain.
True and true, Mr. Spock. Here. What I brought you.
This is my friend Titan.
Frank Corsentino portrayed Daimon Bach in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1987, when he was 46 years old. Daimon Bach is a vengeful Ferengi who seeks retribution against Captain Picard for the death of his son, using elaborate schemes and manipulation. Arrogant and theatrical, Bach embodies the early depiction of Ferengi as cunning antagonists. In real life, Frank Corsentino appeared in various television roles and is best remembered by Star Trek fans for this character. He passed away on January 7, 2007, at the age of 65, from natural causes.
Details of the Battle of Maxia.
Captain Bach has just made me aware of it, Riker. The infamy of your Picard is now fully known.
Infamy?
I would call the...
Richard Lynch portrayed Baran in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1993, when he was 52 years old. Baran is a merciless mercenary captain, leading a group of interstellar raiders who unknowingly become entangled in a secret Vulcan plot. Paranoid and brutal, Baran rules with fear and suspicion until his command is overthrown. In real life, Richard Lynch was known for playing villains across many films and television shows with his intense gaze and distinctive voice. He passed away on June 19, 2012, at the age of 72 from a heart attack. Georgia Brown portrayed Helena Rozhenko in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1990, when she was 57 years old. Helena Rozhenko is Worf's adoptive human mother, a kind and nurturing woman who raised him after his parents were killed. Devoted and compassionate, Helena struggles to understand Klingon culture, but deeply loves her son. In real life, Georgia Brown was a celebrated British actress and singer, known for her work on stage and screen. She passed away on July 5, 1992, at the age of 58, from complications following surgery.
I know that my son Payne loves you all, and today has been a very special day for him.
Thaw-Eye Charles Cooper portrayed Kumpek in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1990, when he was 64 years old. Kumpek is the long-serving Klingon chancellor who struggles to maintain stability within the Empire during a time of political unrest. Wise yet weary, he attempts to ensure a peaceful succession by secretly involving Captain Picard in the process. In real life, Charles Cooper was known for his powerful performances and commanding presence in both television and film. He passed away on November 29, 2013, at the age of 87 from natural causes.
Just a case of simple mediation. You were asking me to choose the next leader of the Klingon Empire. No.
George Murdoch portrayed Admiral J.P. Hansen in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1990, when he was 60 years old. Admiral Hansen is a high-ranking Starfleet officer who leads the defense against the Borg during the Battle of Wolf 359. Calm and authoritative, he recognizes the severity of the Borg threat, but is ultimately presumed killed in the devastating battle. In real life, George Murdoch had a long career in film and TV, including roles in Barney Miller and Star Trek V. He passed away on April 30, 2012, at the age of 81 from cancer.
It was more than the money. Like you said, they said they'd kill you. That's right. And they said if I didn't help, they would come out.
William Boyette portrayed Lieutenant Dan Bell in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1988, when he was 61 years old. Lieutenant Bell is a Starfleet officer who appears briefly during a tense moment of command transition, contributing to the realism and procedural tone of the show's early seasons. Though a minor role, his presence added depth to the structure of the ship's operations. In real life, William Boyette had a long career in television, especially known for roles in Adam 12 and Highway Patrol. He passed away on December 29, 2004, at the age of 77, from pneumonia and kidney failure.
The Dixon's in there, that heartbreak that never quite heals. It was hard to believe that just a few days before...
Malachi Throne portrayed Senator Pardek in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 63 years old. Senator Pardek is a veteran Romulan politician who appears friendly and cooperative, but ultimately deceives Spock in the unification storyline. Calm and persuasive, Pardek plays a key role in exposing the hidden dangers of political manipulation within the Romulan Empire. In real life, Malachi Throne had a long career in television and film, including roles in Batman and It Takes a Thief. He passed away on March 13, 2013, at the age of 84 from lung cancer.
It hasn't gone far enough. Where has it ever been safe for us? It's bad enough you stopped your own son from doing what he could. It's none of your business. I say we defend what is...
Alan Scarfe portrayed Admiral Mendak in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 45 years old. Mendak is a high-ranking Romulan officer who appears during a tense diplomatic standoff involving the defection of a Vulcan ambassador. Calm, smug, and calculating, he exemplifies the Romulan strategy of political maneuvering and psychological games. In real life, Alan Scarfe was a Canadian actor and director with a strong background in theater, film, and television. He passed away on April 28, 2024, at the age of 77 from cancer.
9 million. That's an increase of 19%. Our ad lineage was up 14%, and our overall...
David Warner portrayed Gul Madrid in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1992, when he was 51 years old. Gul Madrid is a sadistic Cardassian interrogator who captures Captain Picard in the powerful two-part episode Chain of Command. Cold, intelligent, and manipulative, Madrid attempts to break Picard's will, using psychological and physical torture. In real life, David Warner was a respected British actor with a distinguished career on stage and screen, known for his versatility. He passed away on July 24, 2022, at the age of 80 from a cancer-related illness.
Bless my soul. May I cut?
Mike Hagerty portrayed Captain Larg in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 37 years old. Captain Larg is a Klingon officer mentioned in relation to Klingon political affairs, representing the many unseen figures who shape the dynamics of the Empire. Though his role is minor, it adds depth to the complex web of Klingon honor and loyalty. In real life, Mike Hagerty was known for his distinctive working-class charm and appeared in numerous sitcoms such as Friends and Overboard. He passed away on April 29, 2022, at the age of 67 from complications following an adverse reaction to antibiotics.
It happened so quick. We read about it in the Sun-Times. They didn't say what happened. What happened?
John Hancock portrayed Admiral Hayden in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1990, when he was 49 years old. Admiral Hayden appears during critical Starfleet operations, offering guidance and oversight to the Enterprise crew during moments of high tension. Serious and professional, he represents Starfleet's structured command hierarchy. In real life, John Hancock was known for his deep voice and presence in both dramatic and comedic roles. He passed away on October 12, 1992, at the age of 51 from a heart attack.
There is no doubt in my mind that this will eventually fall on your shoulders, Jean-Luc. You've got it.
Richard Hurd portrayed Likor in Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1993, when he was 61 years old. Lakor is a respected Klingon officer who appears in the episode Birthright, where he helps maintain the secrecy of a hidden Romulan Klingon colony. Stoic and honorable, Lakor's story explores themes of identity and reconciliation. In real life, Richard Hurd had a steady career in film and television, notably appearing in Seinfeld, V, and many other series. He passed away on May 26, 2020, at the age of 87, due to cancer-related complications.
Having an easy time of it right now. Me, I wouldn't wish parenthood on my worst enemy. But I wish you both luck.
George Coe portrayed Chancellor Durkin in Star Trek. The Next Generation, 1991, when he was 62 years old. Durkin is the thoughtful leader of Malkor 3, a planet on the verge of achieving warp capability, who must decide whether his people are ready for contact with the Federation. Intelligent, cautious, and principled, Durkin brings nuance to the series' exploration of first contact diplomacy. In real life, George Coe had a distinguished career in film, television, and voice acting, including work on Saturday Night Live and Archer. He passed away on July 18, 2015, at the age of 86, following a long illness.
This is another example of your determination to pull us further from our traditional ways.
My opponents look back as I look forward. I cannot believe that my people would choose.
Mark Lenard portrayed Sarek in Star Trek. The Next Generation, 1990, when he was 66 years old. Sarek, the father of Spock, is a legendary Vulcan ambassador who appears in the emotional episode Sarek, struggling with a degenerative illness that threatens his ability to control emotion. Dignified, logical, and deeply influential, his presence bridges generations of Star Trek history. In real life, Mark Lenard was highly respected for his portrayal of Sarek across multiple series and films. He passed away on November 22, 1996, at the age of 72, from multiple myeloma.
We've been ordered to assist the Army in bridging the gulf that now exists between itself and the people. Just how do you...
Who's your favorite character from Star Trek? The Next Generation? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.